All right. What's up, my nerds? It's been a while. I've missed you. I'm sure you've missed me. I've been super duper busy doing the esports thing at the Millennial Esports Arena in downtown Las Vegas. I got promoted to a director and a producer for the company. So I've been really busy with doing all that stuff. A couple people have reached out to me and say, "Hey, we miss your podcast. We miss your Hearthstone videos." So I'm going to be doing. Me and Purple are going to be doing a new podcast that's going to be on this channel, on my YouTube channel as well. Next week should be up. And for today, I have a special treat for you guys. Whoa, almost knocked my microphone down. So my special treat for you guys today is that I have an arena run. Ooh, let's shrink this down. Okay, I have an arena run currently that is, let's see it, let's take a look. We are currently 11-2, so this is going to be a do or die arena. I'm either going to get the 12 or I'm going to get knocked back. My curve is actually really weird. Let's talk about this real quick before we go into the game. The reason, this curve has nothing to do with why I've won this many games. Having this many 1, 2, and 3 drops has helped me because I haven't had any games where I had a really, really, really just god-awful opening hand. But the discovering and growing my hand cards have really helped me out a lot. So like Babbling Book has done a lot of work for me. Arcanologist has helped me continue to have a larger hand size while developing minions on the board, which helps me later on. Again, like Mirror Entity, when played right, can grab good stuff. So, I have a Cabal Chemist. These Fire Plume Phoenixes have done work as well. I highly recommend this card for 4. It's pretty good. Spiked Hog Rider is really good because everybody's playing the Tar Sludge. So he destroys that and lives with 2 health. So that could be pretty hard. Only 1 Flame Strike. I got a Storm Watcher and I got a Curator, but that only draws one of my beasts. But anyway, let's see how we do. So the reason I've done so well so far with this run is mostly just because I have played. I actually did have one game where I had a bad draw, and that was my first loss. I was 7-0, and then I had that loss. But mostly I'm just focusing on the board, the state of the board, controlling the board, and stopping my opponent from getting more board control that I know what to do with. And then in situations where I have AoE, whether it be a Volcanic Potion off my Cabal, or a Flame Strike, or something off my Babbling Book, I make sure that I'm getting, like, if they don't have a lot of, excuse me, hiccups. If they don't have a lot of cards in hand, getting a 2-for-1 with Flame Strike is okay. If they have, like, 2 cards in hand and you have, like, 3 or 4. But I usually try to go for, like, this is a decent opening. Is this all a decent opening? Yeah, I think it is. So usually if I have Flame Strike on deck, I'm trying to save Flame Strike to get like a 3 or 4 for 1 card and control the board. So if I can put myself in a situation where that occurs, I'm mostly winning the game. Something interesting too is my Primordial Glyph. I've gotten a couple discover. One of the discovers I've gotten off of it is the make a copy, the Molten Reflection, which I get for 2. I save that. And I do it to my Volcanosaur like turn 9. I play Volcanosaur, evolve him twice, and then usually make it so he can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. And then you make a copy of that, and they can't deal with it, generally speaking. So he's going to be on 4. I do kind of want to get a 4-drop out of this. So I'm just going to go ahead and Mirror Entity, and I really don't want to trade this outright. So we're just going to pass turn. I do this a lot. I'll have a situation where I could clear board and like leave him. I don't want to leave him in a situation where he could ping, right? So if I would have cleared here, odds are he would have pinged this and not played this, and I wouldn't have gotten the Vicious Fledgling out of it, which is not cool. So now I want to protect my Vicious Fledgling because this card wins games. So I'm going to put this up so he can't go face. I'm going to clear here, just protecting my Fledgling, and I'm going to go face with my Fledgling for a couple reasons. If it was turn 6, about to be turn 7, I would consider trading here because Flame Strike is just like really brutal. But, he doesn't have Flame Strike. I have the coin, so he cannot coin. The best thing he could do is Cone of Cold, and he would have done that already, I think. So Wind Fury is what we want every single time. And then from here, I'm either going to be looking for +3 health, or I'm going to make it so it can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. So I don't get +3 health is good. Stealth until my next turn is really good too. I think that, God, wow. I just got to go Stealth because he has Wind Fury. So it's like really, really incredibly important to keep him alive. This could be, basically, this is a make or break outright win the card, or win the game type card. So, all right. So we could always do this. No, I don't like that. This is going to go here. Let's think about this. Okay. There should be a way that I can ping this, and I just don't want to get rid of this yet. It's too strong. So I'm going to try to Primordial to YOLO a card that will help me. And I didn't. Maybe this Arcane Missiles actually will next turn. So I'll grab the Arcane Missiles for now, knowing that right now it's whatever. I'm going to just basically grab another secret while I can. Boom, there's my counter spell. And I'm going to... tough decisions. I'm going to ping that off. That goes here. You know, unfortunately, I just got to get rid of the Vicious Fledgling now. It leaves me with 2 cards on board. I have more cards in hand. Even though I'm getting rid of the Wind Fury and a card with more stats, I could have left his up, but I don't want to let him get back on the board. It's more important to me to maintain board control. I'm the one that's pushing damage. I'm the one that has board, and I'm also the one that has more cards in hand. So, fuck what you heard. This is my game. Okay, so this is another reason, boom, Fire Plume Phoenix, great card. I can use this. Let's think about this fully before we do it. What are our other options? What's good about Fire Plume Phoenix this turn is it sets up for the Thunder Lizard next turn. What's bad about it is I don't develop a bigger body like this guy. However, I do have another body on the board, so I'll have 2 minions on the board. It's a good play. It's our play. We're trying to go for this. We're trying to go for this 12-win victory, boys. I can smell it. This is, I would say we're heavily favored right now in this game. Granted, something crazy happening. If this gets taunt and can't be targeted by spells or hero powers, something like that, that would be really bad for me. So we're just going to Thunder Lizard. We're going to make it poisonous because it's going to be hard for him to deal with, and I can clear here easily. The next thing I want to do is continue drawing, so I'm going to put my Polluted Hoarder. Let's think about this. What's the benefits to Counterspell here? What's the benefits to Loot Hoarder? If he had AoE, he would have done it last turn, I think. This could catch him up into the game. So my thing right now is if I play this, boom, and he Flame Strikes and goes face, I draw 1 card, I have no board. That's really bad for me. So I'm going to play it safe, throw out my counter spell, and we'll see what happens. We shall see. Okay, Frostbolt is nice right there. That's frustrating for me. Our Flame Strike is good. Okay, so I'm just gonna start putting minions on the board. If he wants to go face and not clear stuff, and he wants to play this like a race, we can play this like it's a race, but he's not gonna win it because I have board. Potion of Madness is whatever, and we're just gonna keep pushing face. So he's at 8. Cool. We have lethal on board for next turn. So he's trying to yell. See, this is a good sign. Anytime that your opponent is playing a Discover card on a turn where you have lethal, it's a good sign for you because it means that they don't have the answer they need. So they're fishing for a discovery. And wow, what an answer. What an answer. That's good for him. If these goes face, the game is over. Are we willing to risk that? Tudden, stop. My cat's scratching the door like crazy. So my mentality right now is to just put up 2 targets, If I put up 2 targets, he can't deal with either of them necessarily. If his response is to flood the board, I will Flame Strike in return. The reason I'm not Arcane Missiling is because if one of them goes here, that's basically my whole turn. What I'm doing, like that Arcane Missiles and a Polluted Hoarder. I would rather develop the board and then just surprise Arcane Missiles to win the game next turn. That's my build right now. Okay, Polymorph to stop me from draw, but this is still lethal. So we got lethal right now. Boom. There it is. And that's how you get 12 wins in Arena. I'm not going to let you guys see the pack because I'm a scumbag. So we're just going to go ahead and close the client out. Nah, I'm just kidding. We'll check the pack out. So 12 wins. There you go. This is, again, I'm going to let you guys see all the cards in my deck. And I'll talk about kind of what they did for me. Forbidden Flame was like, oh, fuck. There's a big card. I need to remove it. I don't know how. That was it. Babbling Book was, I got that just because this is a great card because it helps you in your early curve and it helps add random cards. Firefly is okay. It helped me a little bit with Thunder Lizard and it helped me with my early game, but it's just a decent card for the early game. Mana Worm, Arcanologist, both good cards to draft. I recommend taking them as your earlier drops. Knife Juggler, I held on to a lot and just kind of tried to use them for value later on in the game. Yeah, a lot of these cards like Burgly Bully, he was getting a couple coins for me when he was played. The Hog Rider was really good. The MVPs of this deck, let's go through the MVPs of this deck real quick. So MVPs of this deck are Babbling Book. I got a couple really good counter spells off. Volatile Elemental is good because you can play it and then ping it turn 4 to kill a 4-drop if it has 3 health, which was cool. That happened a couple times. Fire Plume Phoenix, definitely MVP status. Cabal Chemist was okay. It didn't really make or break me. Burgy Bully was good. Spike Hog Rider was an MVP because, again, he kills so many dudes and lives. A 5-mana 5/5 charge. Just hold on to him until he gets charged. Stranglethorn was okay. Boulderfist Ogre's always good. Flame Strike's always good. Stormwatcher was decent because I would save him until I knew they had no removal left, and then like the Stormwatcher was just huge. Curator was whatever. Volcanosaur is another MVP. He got a lot done for me. As you see that last game, his Volcanosaur really caught him up a lot in that game. If he would have done it properly, or gotten better options, I guess, if he would have got the taunt option and can't be targeted by spells or hero powers, might have been a closer game. But all right, without any further ado, let's open up our 12 Arena win. Let's see what we get. Let's get some prizes. All the prizes. Okay. 30 gold, 90 gold. That's not cool. That's not cool. 225 gold. Now that I will take. So that's about standard for 12 wins, I'd say. I don't understand where you came from, Terror Scale. Back in the day, you used to get 2 packs for a while and this much gold. I don't know what happened to all those prizes, but apparently they're not a thing anymore. Let's open our pack and close this video out. All right. It's funny, we drew like half of our deck right here, but okay, cool. So that is the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry those of you who are rooting against me to fail this quest and to not be successful in my 12 win endeavors, but guess what? We got it done. Please give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more content. I'm trying to make a little bit more content for you guys. I know I've been really, really busy and my content has fallen off a lot. But again, making this Hearthstone video today, podcast coming out later on this week. Keep tuned. Stay tuned to the channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button because there is going to be a lot of cool stuff coming down the line. I can promise you that. Till next time.